Hey guys, it's Tanya from My Fancy Design Shop, and today I'm going to show you my Between the Lines outline brush set for Procreate. With this set, you receive 5 different brushes: the thick outline, thin outline, the glitter, which is my favorite, hearts, and stars. So as you can see with the patterned outline brushes, this one has hearts that I hand drew myself the pattern, and it comes in different sizes, as well as the stars. And I thought that these 3 brushes would be a great addition to the set, so you just didn't have a plain outline. It's just something fun. Now, as I'm working through this in this video, you're going to see a soft brush that I added. This does not come with the set that you will receive from my shop. What this is actually a stock brush from Procreate. So it is in the airbrushing section. And what I did is just moved it, I duplicated it, and I moved it into this set so it's just easily there. I don't have to keep looking for it. And I'll show you why in a little bit. So the main thing that I want to go over is the best way to use these brushes. So I'm going to grab the thin. Now, the number 1 rule with lettering overall is to always pick up your pen or pencil, because every stroke, it's all about lines and shapes. But with this specific Procreate brush, it's actually best to keep your pencil on the screen. Try again. That is because you don't want any overlapping areas. And see how this is all just smoothly going in. Now, if you lift up your pencil, which you will have to eventually, I'll show you what happens. You see these areas that are overlapping? Oops, sorry guys. That's what will happen once you pick up your pencil. Now you can avoid this by either lettering, keeping your pencil on the screen, or say at one point you have to lift up your pencil. What you then can do is open up another layer, continue lettering, and then you're just going to erase the strokes. What I like to do is do it in another layer, because then you also have the option to move it around, and you don't have to be extra careful for when you start erasing the lines. So I'll show you here after we moved it around where we wanted it. Let's move it over a little bit more. I went back down to the previous layer, I grabbed my eraser tool, and I'm just going to clean that up. I'm going to go back up to the next top layer, and I'm just going to continue this line right here. And there you have it. So it's just like when we lettered it without lifting up our pencil. And then what you just want to make sure is that after you move your letters around and you erase the overlapping areas, you just want to merge them together before you fill in the inside. You can either, just like how I shown you, pinch your 2 fingers together with all the layers, or you can just click on it and you'll see merge down, and they'll merge together. Now, a tip that I have about the outline is that you want to pick your color for it before you fill in the inside, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So say I chose pink, I do have the option to change this color now because I didn't drop in the color inside, and I'm going to show you the reason why. So as you can see, I just turned off my background color. The inside is transparent. That's why you're able to pick the inside color to be different than your outline. Hope I'm making some sense here. So what you want to do, say I chose pink but I don't want it anymore, I can alpha lock it, and let's just go to blue and fill it. Easy, right? I suggest if you're not sure about your colors and if you tend to change your mind like I do after you're finished with a few steps in a design, I would duplicate it, uncheck one of the layers, and save that for later in case you wanted to change it. It's just so you don't have to start all over again. So what we're going to do then is grab this top layer that we have. I'm going to take off Alpha Lock. You're going to grab a color. We'll just go with the purple. Choose your color. You're going to hit your little circle up here. You're going to drag it and drop in the color. And there you go. So you have the blue outline and the purple inside. And as you can see now, it's all opaque. Now, the reason why I suggested you choosing your outline color first is because say then you decided, no, you know what, I really wanted that outline to be pink. If you try to alpha lock it and fill it in again, the whole thing is going to turn pink because now you don't have that transparent middle because you already filled it in with the purple. So that is the number one tip, is to always keep a duplicated layer in case you wanted to go back. You can easily go do that so you don't have to reletter it, and to just pick your outline first before dropping in the color. Now another thing I want to show you is the blending. I'm going to grab my glitter outline. Then you can do this with all of the 5 brushes. So say we're just going to use the letter G for glitter. And say I wanted a blended look with a couple different colors. What you can do is after you letter your word and you erase any overlapping areas and merge all your layers into one, you're going to alpha lock it, grab another color, and this is where the soft brush comes in handy, and that's why I put it into this set on my own in my own iPad. You don't have to do it. I choose to because I have a lot of brush sets here, so it takes me a while to kind of find the airbrushing set there. But what you want to do is take the soft brush and you want to just go over some areas where you want the new color. And why don't we pick another one over here? Now what you can do, if you can see, I'm applying very light pressure and I'm just going over it, and you still get that blended look. Even if you press harder, you get a darker color, and that's okay. So you can do either way, but if you don't want to worry about blending the colors yourself, just add in the colors you want, go up to the adjustments, the Gaussian blur, and you're just going to move your pencil to the right and you'll see it start blending. So this is from starting, and then as I move it, oh, I lost it. There we go. To the right, it's starting to blend. So hopefully you can see that difference. So it really depends on your preference of what look you want, of how much blending you want, and what colors you used. But once you figure out where you want it, you just exit out of the adjustments and you have a blended look. Now with this, you also have the option, you got to take Alpha Lock off, to drop in a color. And let's do just a light pink. And there you have the inside colored. Now another thing I want to show you is the pattern brushes. Now you can fill in the middle of the thick, thin, and glitter brush. The heart and stars, I'm just going to show you what that would look like, because you do have the option, you can fill in the middle, but some of the pattern is going to not stay white. So let's do the heart. And now you can also blend this. So we'll do that really quick. So I'm going to Alpha Lock it. I'm going to let's just grab a purple. I'm going to hit my soft brush. I'm going to do a little bit of color. Go up to adjustments, Gaussian blur, and just slowly bring that blur up to blend it. Now, if you wanted to fill in the middle of it, You just want to make sure alpha lock is off. But I'm going to show you what will happen now. If we grab that light pink again, you can drop it in, except you see how some of the color is going into the hearts. That's because it doesn't have an edge here. Now, a way to avoid that is to add a layer below it, and you can grab, I have like a monoline brush, any brush really, and color it in this way. If you didn't like the middle color to be into some of the hearts. So that's one option. Another option is to just filling it and erasing it, just cleaning it up a bit. So that's then going back to here, grabbing your eraser tool and just going in and erasing it if you really wanted to. So I just wanted to show you that it's not really so noticeable, kind of gives it a bit of a dimension if some of the hearts are colored, but I just wanted to let you know in case you were wondering why that happens. The same thing will happen with the stars brush. Let's open up layer. Is that some of the stars won't have that edging there. So when you try to bring in a color on the inside. Okay, so this is a good example. Another tip is sometimes there will be a break in the lettering. With this one, it's going to be really hard to figure out. It's probably with one of the stars. So if that happens and you're trying to drop in a color and it's going all over the place, you'll see up here it says color drop threshold. What you want to do is, and you have to make sure you keep your pencil on the screen, don't lift it up. You want to then move to the left and you'll see it go back into your lettering. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. When you drop in your color, oh, that's not going to do it so much. Okay, so before it was like this. We already fixed it, so that's why it's not doing it again. What you want to do is you keep your pencil on the screen, move to the left, and it's going to bring the color in. And that's the color threshold, meaning if you move towards the left and the percentage is getting lower, it's going to bring in the color inside your lettering. The more you go to the right and the higher the percentage of the threshold, it's going to bring it onto the outside of your lettering. So that's a really great tip to remember if for some reason when you drop in your middle color, it's going all over the place. So pretty much that's all I have about this set. And again, like right here, I used my glitter brush and I brought in a light pink color. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this brush set. If you have any questions, just please let me know. Message me on Etsy, here on YouTube, or even on Instagram at My Fancy Design Shop. And if you do have this set, I would love to see your design. So make sure to tag me, and happy lettering.